Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing my review for this week's episode of Game of Thrones Season 6. This is for Episode 5 now, The Door. Man, so spoiler warning, if you guys haven't seen The Door yet, you definitely want to watch it before you watch this review, because I'm going to spoil the hell out of it. So right off the bat, let's talk about the ending. This was absolutely freaking crazy. I mean, this was like a crazy epiphany type viewer moment for me as a viewer. Reviewing Game of Thrones, of course, since the second season of the show. You know, you always hear Hodor say his own name as we go through, but I'm so blown away by the ending of this episode. It's like a time loop that comes back, like something. So it's like what Bran is doing and what happens at that place is kind of like out of time, you know, and it pretty much comes back to when, of course, Hodor is younger as he's watching. And I never, even in the predictions video for this week, and I saw a good number of comments in that for The Door, we're all like, what does The Door mean? What does The Door mean? I never thought the meaning of the episode could be that brilliant. This was brilliant writing. I mean, up until the last part of the episode with Bran and the Children of the Forest and everything, and Hodor. Man, I'm so blown away. I mean, okay, so it was an okay episode until that point. Then once the Night's King attacks with all the White Walkers and everything, and marks Bran and everything, I mean, it was really exciting. But that final kind of a viewer epiphany type moment when you realize why his name is Hodor, why he says Hodor, and as he's saying hold the door, and I am so slow, I didn't get it right away until he started going into, you know, this kind of seizure type state where you know, and it's always kind of been a wonder for me, like what happened to him? He seems to be in the flashbacks, he seems to be okay here, so what's going on? And, you know, then you see hold the door, and then like the parts of it get cut out and it just becomes one thing together. And it, wow, I mean, you know, in the future and then coming back to and then all the way through. Really, my mind is kind of blown still at how brilliant that is. And I never really thought about, I never thought about it. And man, I'm just so blown away. That was an absolutely brilliant piece of writing right there. That was crazy, and I never thought about it. It's just so interesting. It's just so interesting to sit there and just ponder about it and how, just like looking back on the series after so many seasons and just seeing this part, really, it just fits too well. It fits so well that you couldn't believe that you didn't see it coming, right? Is what it is. At least for me, that's the sense that I got from it. I was blown away by it, and I thought it was such a cool kind of connector piece for him as a character. And also the fact that it's the end for him. So that's the end. That's his death you're seeing, right? And, you know, his story is in one instant in the show. Everything for him makes sense from every season we've seen before, and everything that's happened to him fits perfectly, you know. Man, that was nuts. So I can't think of any other time in a TV series I've ever seen anything like that, where you know, after so many seasons, and maybe you're wondering, and then, you know, they just do it with that kind of finesse. That was some finesse right there. I mean, a great job. You know, it's like Game of Thrones. Every week I say the same thing. Every week I watch the show, I'm blown away. Come back the next week, watch the show, blown away again. They do such an amazing job. This is something that I think, you know, will be probably studied in the future, and other you know, networks are going to try to do the same. So, love the ending. Thought it was crazy seeing all the White Walkers attack the Children of the Forest and that, and the fire around, and then them kind of the zombies. You guys know I love my zombies. So you got the White Walkers they're running through, and they're like running like an old school you know, zombie escape type movie or something. And, you know, the fire and everything, the bomb explosion, and then the door, and then Bran leaving and everything. Oh, man, what a crazy ending. I absolutely loved it. All I can say is it's too smart. It's too smart for me. It's too brilliant, and apparently for a lot of other people it is too, because I haven't heard anybody call that out. I mean, it's just nuts. In comments in years, I've never seen anybody think of anything like that. So it's just so brilliant. So that's the ending, best part of the episode for sure. But my other part I liked a lot was actually Euron Greyjoy. I thought that was awesome and really, really cool. How he comes out and everything and claims the Salt Throne, and then as you see him and they lay him down, you're not sure if he's going to wake up, and then prove he wakes up, and right away his first thing he wants to do is go and kill his Yara and Theon. So I thought that that was some of the most exciting stuff we've seen, I think, from the Iron Islands in the entire series, and I really love that part of the episode. That was my other favorite part there with that. I think Euron Greyjoy, he's a pretty good bad guy, and I like how he kind of convinces everybody to join his side by having this kind of big vision and everything, which from our perspective it's like would never come true. Like Daenerys is not, I mean, she's got every freaking person trying to pledge their loyalty and love to her, and it's just this big crazy dream. And I was pretty surprised that the people, of course, they're so selfish and such bastards, they don't care that he's a treasonous bastard and killed his brother, but his king too, right, of the Iron Islands, and the War of the Five, kind of like War of the Five Kings. I mean, it's been long since over, but that was really cool to see, kind of, something really interesting happen at the Iron Islands, because it's been so long since we've really even seen it in the show, hardly at all. And to see that happen, I thought was really, really cool. So they take off, and where are they going to go now? That's really interesting. And when are we going to see them again? Who knows? But he wants everybody to build, and then go out and try to conquer the world, so to speak. Crazy stuff. So he's a great bad guy, and I've been looking forward to them bringing him into the series and seeing this part from the books, and I thought it was great. So, beginning of the episode, we had the meeting between Littlefinger and Sansa, which did not go like I expected at all. I figured she would at least take the Knights of the Vale and take his aid, because they're in a kind of bad situation right now. Was it a mistake for her not to? She can't. Yeah, I think it was. I mean, you can't trust Littlefinger. She's trusted him before, and he's big time screwed her over. That's for sure. But at the same time, he's got incredible force there, and you would think that. Yeah, you would think that she would, but who knows what he's got up his sleeve? And I guess from her perspective, she doesn't know if she can trust him, if he's going to turn on them, and then who knows what's going to happen with that. So, yeah, so that was cool, and I liked how they brought in the Blackfish, because we haven't seen him for a long time. Tully, since what season was it with the Red Wedding? I mean, geez, I'm thinking like way back now. Is that season 3 or season? Yeah, geez, man, way back. It wasn't season 2. That was Blackwater. So season 3, it was, I believe. Geez, I have to check my episodes. But that'll be cool to see him come back with River Run, because that was always something that was cool from the books. And you have kind of, in the books, quite a bit different. You have Jaime, and he's kind of trying to get him, and it's just way different from the TV series version. So that'll be cool to see him back in the series again. I hope they get the same actor for him, because I thought he was good. And we've got the part with Arya, which I found to actually be very traumatizing, because you're seeing Arya and she's watching this play, and she's been ordered, of course, to assassinate one of the actresses there. And it's like a play of her most traumatic experience in her life. And it's completely crazy, and they play Eddard like he's simple, as the English like to say. Simple. I love that word. I'm going to use it as many times as I can. I think it's so funny. Like, it's so stupid. And it was just really crazy. And you've got Tyrion, and the actor like rips open the shirts. You can see it all, of course. Game of Thrones is too good, man. It's just too good. So it was funny, but at the same time, it was like traumatic to see her watch that, and it definitely gets you in the mode that, okay, if she goes and kills this person, you can kind of understand it. I mean, that's pretty painful, and for her to have to see that. So, oh man, we also found out how the White Walkers were actually made, and they've kind of turned on their creators, so to speak, and killed, and it's just become something totally different than what it was initially set up to be. So, part with Daenerys was cool too. I thought that was pretty touching when she says goodbye to Jorah, but orders him as a final kind of order to do everything he can to try and save himself if he can. So we'll see. This is Game of Thrones. You never know what's going to happen. So, maybe he can. We'll see. I mean, there's no reason to think otherwise right now, I don't think, as far as I remember. So, yeah, man. And then we've got Tyrion with Kinvara about the gift, and her kind of part with her and Varys, which was pretty good. I thought that was a pretty cool face-off type of thing. Obviously, he doesn't like them. He doesn't like blood magic. He doesn't like Lord of Light and all this kind of deal because of what happened to him. And she knows about it, which I thought was pretty crazy. And Brienne had some pretty fun parts there too. Brienne and Sansa and the blood magic thing. And then I love when Tormund looks at her. I think I've never seen one that big before. I gotta try this. So that was really funny, and she's really, really funny. And then them leaving and Jon getting kind of the the coat that looks a lot like Eddard's. So in terms of score for this episode, I'm gonna give this one a 9.6. The ending blew me away. I never saw it coming, and I just thought it was too smart. It was so brilliant that it was too good. It's like I can't expect to see shit like that for most shows. And it's just too smart for me. So to see that shit coming, brilliant stuff. So of course, let me know what you guys think. Write your comments below on what you thought of the episode, how you felt about it. Thumb it up, please. Share a fave, and of course, check back in about an hour. I'll have a predictions video up for next week's episode 6. For you guys. And if you're new and you want to subscribe, you can subscribe at the bottom left. I'll be reviewing every episode of Game of Thrones until it finishes. That's it for this video, guys. We'll see you again real soon. As always, it's Trev, and I'm saying peace. Later, guys. See ya, and hold the door.